Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today is Sunday. We are going to ask for an immediate message, something that you need to know about right now, and we'll check out the week ahead. Beautiful souls, welcome back. If you are already a Moon Magic Super Soul and you're returning, I know some of you follow these Sunday readings, these weekly readings, every single week. Thank you. It's such an honor to be tuned in with you and connected with you all. If you are brand new, welcome to our Moon Magic family. Now we have 3 beautiful cards to choose today to help to guide you in. In a moment, I will draw charms and runes as well for each of the piles, and then I will ask the universe to pick a pile or piles for you as well. I'll put that in a separate timestamp. So let me show you these cards. These are independent creator cards. I love using independent creator cards. These are designed by and created and illustrated by the beautiful Naomi. Amazingly talented artist who actually has got a new deck out with Llewellyn's, I believe. So, check out those cards. Check out the Llewellyn site if you're interested in her artwork. It is stunning. Now, pile 1. You have Journey's End. This is for pile 1. For pile 2, we have the card of Elemental. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, you have the card of Sovereignty. This is for pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to put these little counters out so we can put our charms on them so you can see them really, really easily. And I'm going to draw the runes and the charms. So pile 1, 3 runes coming out for pile 1. You have Manas, the rune of the self. You have Uruz, the rune of strength, and Hagalas, which is the rune of disruption. It's kind of like got a Uranus kind of energy about it. Like sometimes it's a bit of an awakener. So that's pile 1. I'll talk about that obviously in the reading. And your charm is the starfish. That is gorgeous. Okay, pile 2. 2 runes for pile 2. You have the rune of movement, Awaz, and also the rune of harvest, Jera. And you have a Venus star. How beautiful. A 5-pointed star. Pile 3. 2 runes for pile 3. You have Othilla, the rune of separation, and Sewello, the rune of wholeness. And you have a little triangle. Little triangle. Let me show that to you. See if I can focus the camera in for you. Little triangle with a little circle in it. Sort of feels very Egyptian. I'm not sure if that is an Egyptian symbol. If anybody knows that, do please let us know. But that's what it looks like. It looks very, just does look. It's got a real Egyptian feel to it. And I noticed that the upright line coming through is sort of broken inside the circle. It's like there's a little break in it. Anyway, if you know what that is, do please let me know in the comments, beautiful souls. Now, I'm going to leave the camera running for a little bit longer. For anyone that needs a bit more time, you can press the pause button if you need even more time. And then I will go into the part of the video where we ask the universe. I'll put a separate timestamp there along with the timestamps for the readings. So beautiful souls, take as long as you need. Really tune into your intuition. And I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome everyone. This is the part of the video where I ask the universe. This is the homepage of my website. You can always go here. Some of you will know this already, but if you're new to the channel, you can always go here and click on the reveal my pile button, and it will show you which pile the universe suggests for you. So this is what we are asking today. Pile 3 is the reading that is recommended by the universe today. Loads and loads of love. I will see you in the reading in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Journey's End. I'm very struck you have 2 boars as well, 2 wild boars, and it feels for me like there is courage needed actually for you at the moment, but also a really happy ending with starfish. It's like stepping up and being a superstar, but I feel as though just in your initiator card and our beautiful runes, I mean, this in a way is a reading in itself. I feel there is Manas, the rune of the self. There is something you've had to face up to, and this is about having the strength to follow through, I think, and complete something. Journey's End, something has come to an end. It's following through and completing something, having the courage and the strength. It's like maybe even to get to the finish line. It may be having the courage and the strength to get to the finish line for some of you. Hagelas is a rune, though, of, I said right at the start, it's a rune of disruption, but it's an interesting energy because sometimes it's kind of like something very sudden happens that really shakes us up and wakes us up. And so there's a higher purpose to it always, that we are being awoken. At the same time, sometimes the awakening comes like over a period of time, and it's like, oh wow, I'm seeing that through a different lens. Oh wow, I'm seeing that through a different lens. It's kind of like, almost like you get to a point where you think, you know, it's like you can't go back, because what you can't unsee what you've seen. So it's that kind of an energy, and that's the sort of flavour that's coming through already, just in your runes and your charms. So let's find out what's the message you need to hear today, right now, and we'll have a look at the week ahead. May we kindly ask. You have dismemberment. Ooh, that's a really powerful energy. I'm also seeing this one coming through for you. Dismemberment and sleeping. Gosh, there's a very big shift in the energy around you. That's what I'm really, really seeing. This feels like a beautiful energy. It's really, really interesting. I'm not saying dismemberment doesn't feel, feels particularly negative. It's more that I'm feeling as though this is about either having the courage or the strength to follow through with something. You may need to rest, but I do believe while you are resting and sleeping, this is really strongly telling me that, I mean, if any of you are vividly dreaming at the moment, try and keep a dream journal if you have the ability to, all the time. I mean, it takes time, doesn't it, to stop when you wake up and write your dreams down. But I do feel there is information guidance coming. Maybe that you're being asked to take it gently, to rest up while you transition, while something completes. But let's find out. May we kindly ask for more guidance and information. The Grail Bearer, spiritual nourishment. Yeah, this is tuning in with this card, actually. The energy of this card, it really, really is. Now, I feel like there's one more, not two. Let's just check in. May we kindly ask for one more card for my pile ones, please. The Morrigan, aha, death and rebirth, wowzer. Now she has courage, she has strength. The Morrigan is an energy of transformation, rather like the death card, but it's feminine power. This is all about having the strength to follow something through. And also recognizing that you are being loved, you are being nourished, you are being guided, you are being protected. And it's not just, I think this card is not just about listening to your dreams. Literally, while you sleep, I think you are being replenished. In many ways, I think there might be more than one area of your life that literally is sort of, I almost want to say coming apart. I don't mean that in a negative way. You might literally, even in yourself, feel like, a bit like you are coming apart. But this is literally because I think you are being massively upgraded, probably with a higher purpose. Well, almost certainly, always with a higher purpose. You're being woken up. And even if things feel literally as if you might literally wake up and have a day when you just think, I almost don't even know who I am anymore. And at the moment, the way the energy is, astrologically, the incoming energy, the upgrades to humanity. I mean, genuinely, I've had this conversation with a lot of people, and it feels like you can wake up and you have no idea what shape the world will be in the morning, just that everything is changing. And so we're really called to lean into trust. When you sleep, you are being replenished, you are being nurtured, you are being cared for, you are being healed and guided. Because I think you are in the middle of a monumental transformation. Now, for many of you, there have been quite a lot of changes. You may even literally wonder, will there be anything left in my world that is ever the same? That kind of feeling. But honestly, it's all good. It's all to do with spiritual upgrading. Your message right now, I'll draw tarot cards first, but I feel it is really I almost feel your message is arriving to say, do you know what? Please don't worry. You are being looked after. Yes, these transitions are taking place. Yes, this is a massive rebirth for you. So many things are up in the air. So many things, as I said, you can't go back. You can't not see what you see. And this is literally that level of upgrade where you can lean into. This is asking you to trust, really, but it's more than that. It's asking you not just to trust in the process, but truly, honestly, it's actually saying your guides, your angels are saying to you, look, we're looking after you. So just allow this rebirth, this process, allow the disruption, the upheaval, just let it all happen. Let it flow. There's purpose to everything. Let it unfold. You're being looked after. This is fine. I think that's actually literally your message today. Let's just draw cards. We'll check in on the week ahead and see if anything else, of course, comes through to give us additional guidance. But I do feel we may get some specific information that's a little bit more narrowing things down a little bit for you. I don't know. But let's ask about the week ahead and if there's anything else that you need to be aware of. I think these, and I'm also seeing that one. Okay, so you have the Ace of Inspiration. This is the Ace of Wands. You have the Six. Oh my goodness me. This is the Six of Wands. I am seeing more messages coming through. The Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Materials. The Two of Voices, the Two of Swords. The Magician. Wow. The Fool. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. This is like so exciting. What I feel we're actually being shown here is something of the purpose. Right, everything is up in the air in your world a little bit, but when you sleep as well, I think or when you get still, if you embody meditation, when you meditate, honestly, there is so much purpose to what is taking place. You're meant to take some kind of a role. It could be a career pathway for you, or it could even be a relocation for some of you. But I think for many of you, this is to do with more to do with career and that kind of, like your calling. It's as if your career is supposed to align with your calling. And what we are being shown here is the higher purpose of what's actually happening. So everything that's being almost dismembered to be so you can rebirth is to put you in the place where you can kind of do, I would almost venture to say, what you came here to do. This feels like it's a career calling. At some point, and I'm going to draw cards for the week ahead because it could be quite soon, but at some point I think you will see very clearly a doorway that opens and there'll be a choice for you to step into something that feels like it's either a new direction or it's an extension of, you know, a new avenue. There's something else. There'll be an opportunity coming through for you that I think will sort of almost like magically appear. And that's the pathway you're meant to take. And at the moment, things that are sort of being almost dissolved, dismembered, those things are happening to clear the way so that when this door is given to you, you are in a position to take it. If you had too many other commitments or too many other things, the things that maybe, this has probably been going on a while, in all honesty. It doesn't feel like something happened last week. It feels much more as though lots of things have been happening over a long period of time. Gradually, slowly but surely, things have been being dismantled, removed from your world to clear the space for you to step through this doorway. And oh, I think you'll love it. You'll just love it. I suspect some of you have already got a bit of a vision as well of something. Some of you may already have a bit of a dream or a bit of an idea of something that you think could be a calling for you or a purpose. You're not necessarily quite sure what to do or how to get there yet. Just trust. I think it's so human, isn't it, that we'd like stability, a lot of us. We'd like stability. We'd like things to run smoothly. And I don't think things feel like in your world they're running smoothly. And that's probably been for quite a long time. But truly, the higher purpose is because at some point a door will be opened and you need to be in the right zone and the right time, the right place to step through. There's success coming to you. I think your calling, your purpose is to marry, as it were, with and align with your career pathway. That's what I think we're being shown. Let's now ask about the week ahead, because I'm interested in what's happening this week. Can we get guidance and information about the coming week for my pile ones? You have got the devil. Okay, right. Okay, so we've got like an angel on one shoulder, a devil on the other. You've got the Four of Materials, which is the Four of Pentacles. You also have the King of Swords. Okay, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, okay. I think this week there may be almost like a little bit of a cash injection or something like that, or an opportunity of some sort this week. And with the King, it's almost like I think something arrives as a kind of a confirmation, actually, this week. Something that confirms that, almost like that this is the pathway you're meant to follow. There's a validation or a confirmation. Now, the devil is ultimately a card of liberation. It may even be that you can let go of something and gain a clarity. There's something about releasing something. There could be a situation, or it could even be a thinking pattern, literally like the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other. And I think you realise there's some kind of a confirmation this week that enables you to feel stronger and more focused about this journey, about maybe the idea that you've got or the direction you want to go in. There's a greater clarity and a greater focus coming to you. And it may simply be that, again, something is released, the journey's end, something comes to perhaps something reaches a conclusion that enables you to almost like realign your energy with a greater sense of focus and possibility of the direction you're meant to be going in. Yeah, I suspect something completes this week with the devil. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there are many. The devil is a fascinating card. There are many different interpretations that come with this card. Because it's sitting with the Four of Pentacles, I do feel there is something about something arriving to help you to release maybe insecurities about moving forwards here. Because there'll be something that is offered to you or arrives, or yeah, it sort of rubber stamps the direction, helps to give you clarity. Because there's a lot of sort of safety and security in the Four of Materials, but we are also asked not to cling to our safe zone. So I think there's something is either gifted to you or arrives that, yeah, it helps you to see this. It's almost, if this reading is saying to you, look, there will be a door, you know, there's an idea. If you haven't yet got the idea, you'll get it. Many of you have got it already. Something will come along that will sort of support all of this, and it will help you, I think, to release some of the doubts, some of that sense of feeling really discombobulated and not knowing where you're going, when you're going, or, you know, the concern and the worry. I think something comes along to complete something, so that, and alongside this, there's sort of two things. Once something is ending, completing, have the courage to follow that through. It's almost as though as one door closes, another door opens. It's literally like that. And that really is how fast things are changing at the moment. Literally, you close a door to something that needs to be closed, and boom, the universe immediately opens the next one. That there's just stuff is moving so fast. Hagelas, disruption, happening fast. So I think there will be something this week. A door closes, another one opens. And my goodness me, it confirms what we've been shown here. Pile 1, this is your reading. I am sending you so much love. It's such an honour to read for you. Thank you so much. I know some of you do check in with these readings every week. Thank you so much. I just do feel absolutely overwhelmed, really, with yeah, I'm just so, it feels such a privilege to be connected with you each. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much, all of you who share in the comments. It's wonderful to hear what's happening in your worlds. And thank you also, all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you also, all of you who are members here. You know, it really is, you know, just your additional support is so helpful. It helps me to keep putting free stuff in the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And as members, I hope you are enjoying the extras that I put over in your area of the YouTube channel. Loads and loads of love, beautiful souls. And don't forget, if you're brand new and you'd like to be a part of our amazing Moon Magic family, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon so that you never, ever miss a reading. Loads of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Elemental and the Venus Star and Harvest. There's quite a raw kind of energy, movement as well, Awaz. This is the gathering of momentum. And look at the way these waves, this raw elemental energy is gathering momentum. And Harvest. I wonder if something is going to literally gather momentum. It's almost as though I feel like the universe is giving you its backing in some way. Like it's like the tide is with you to bring something in, or to bring it to fruition, or to harvest. Let's check in. Now, these are weekly readings. It may be that it's almost like this week it's a really good time. Let me just make sure that camera's focusing for you. Maybe this week that this is literally a week when it would be really worthy of literally getting focused and going for it, kind of in some way, shape or form. Let's see what else we are shown. What is the message you need to hear now? And then we will look at the week ahead. Marrying. I think this is like a thumbs up to something. Marrying. If any of you are planning to go to a wedding this week, this could be relevant to you. Okay. And which? Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Gosh, raw energy. There's two very different energies in these cards. Okay. What else are we shown? Something is gathering momentum. I feel I'm seeing... I don't think it's that. I think it's these two. Okay. You have bridge, the place between worlds, and Imram. Out in your coracle. Out at sea. Okay. This is a very, very interesting reading. It's very deep. Okay, I am going to draw some tarot cards before I dive in. Okay, yeah, something is gathering momentum, stirring deeply within. Wow, okay, something is moving. Something's going to be moved. Let's see what else we have. Okay, something is moving forwards. So it's crossing a bridge to something. You have the Magician. You have the Emperor. You have the Knight of Swords. The Four of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. Look at the bridge. You've got the Moon. And you have the Star. Okay. There's a bridge to be crossed here in some way, shape or form. Something to be moved forwards. Something needs an anchor here. Something needs an anchor point. Okay, my pile twos, really interesting energy. I think you're in an in-between place. You may even feel a bit like you are in between two worlds. Almost as if you are out at sea and sort of just having to see where the tide takes you. On the one hand, I mean, this is a beautiful energy with the marrying card. On the one hand, I mean, if any of you are thinking of getting married or you are wanting to sort of make a commitment to something or someone, you're in this in-between place. It's kind of like basically the timing isn't quite right for some reason. There's loads of energy here that looks sort of like as if somehow I feel like there's a bigger picture going on here. It's like you're waiting for something, or you're having to wait for something. Maybe you're having to wait for a harvest to come in before you can move something forwards. I feel like you are being... There's a level of sort of trust here that says this is going to happen. You know, the path, everything will be illuminated. You'll see what you need to see. You really don't need to worry. But I almost feel like there is this sort of duality of energy. There's all this energy, all this power and momentum and desire and, you know, like the strength of the tides in the oceans. I mean, you know, massive, massive energy. I think you know where you want to go with something as well. Really powerful energy of knowing where you want to go, knowing what you want to do, and yet somehow you're having to wait for something. There's something that feels like it's almost like there's not exactly a stuckness, but some of you may even sort of almost feel like, is there something happening behind the scenes that is blocking me or getting in the way? Why isn't this moving forwards? Or maybe you're waiting for, as I said, resources, money to arrive that you need. You haven't quite got enough to move something forwards yet. But this is going to come. You've got the Star. I think your primary message is to say that quite genuinely the direction that you're supposed to be going in will become very, very, very clear. Or the desires that because you've got a very strong desire over here. You know what you want. And it's something you want. It's a commitment. It's something. It's your long-term future. There's something you want. It's almost could be even like the whole package. There's something you want that you desire. It's a long-term dream. I think behind the scenes, things are happening, and it will gather momentum. I don't think you have to worry about this not happening. I think it will happen. It will gather momentum. You will get to the harvest. I think it's a challenge when something doesn't move forwards. We can begin to feel like, will I ever get there? Or will I, is the world working against me? I don't think it is at all, honestly. I think this is a time when you are in an in-between place with something. You're not there yet. I think the pathway will be illuminated. You will literally, I almost feel like circumstances are unfolding to take you on a journey that you need to be on. It's almost as though maybe there are things you're needing to learn along the way. And if you hadn't, at some point in the future, within a year, I would say, with the harvest rune, because this often speaks of a period of a year. In about a year's time, you'll look back at the journey and you'll think, oh, that's why that happened, and that's why that happened. So I think you'll get to a point where you really can look back and think, do you know what, that was completely guided. And I think you'll get the dream that you're hoping for. Right now, you're in an in-between place. You're feeling a bit stuck. You are literally between two worlds. You're wondering will it ever happen, or, and will it ever unfold? I think reading is appearing to give you encouragement, support, and say, yes, this will. This is almost like one of those readings that says, do you know what? The universe has the upper hand. That's what I want to say. The universe has the upper hand. And if you have this beautiful dream of the future, remain focused on that dream. Don't give up. Don't get complacent. This is going to unfold. The pathway will be illuminated. Even though you may be feeling a bit like you're sort of almost as if you've set forth on an adventure and you still don't quite know where the final destination is. For some of you, you may just literally be feeling literally out at sea. But your reading is saying, but I think for most of you, there is actually something you want to commit to. There's a dream, a bigger picture, and you are wondering when it's happening and getting pretty fed up that it hasn't happened yet. Rest assured that this is saying that the pathway will be illuminated, and you'll look back and you'll be like, do you know what? This now makes sense. I can now see why that happened, because if that hadn't happened, this wouldn't have happened. And if this didn't happen, that couldn't have happened. It's that there'll be a synchronicity, a magic around this. It's just that you don't know what that is yet. You can't necessarily see all of the elements of the magic. It's like looking at an ocean. You sit on a beach and you look at a beautiful ocean. You can't see what's within the depths of that ocean. But we know that there are undercurrents. We know it's teeming with life. There's so much there, so much possibility. In a way, the possibilities are mind-blowing. I think your dream, your vision is coming. But for some reason you have to wait a bit, and it will become apparent to you as to why. You'll look back and it will make sense. Let's draw some more cards and ask about the week. But this is your message, I think. May we kindly ask for pile 2 about the week ahead. Okay, you've got the 5 of inspiration, the 5 of wands. Okay. That's interesting. And you have the Empress. Okay, I think this week you are being asked to step up, not down. So even if you're feeling a little bit like, I'm tired of waiting, I think there are things you can do actually this week. Yeah, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and you've also got the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there is, I almost want to say there's work to be done, my beautiful pile 2. So get to it. don't be complacent. Just because something doesn't appear to be moving forwards, truly it's going to gather momentum. This is one of those slow and steady wins the race. Keep on chipping away, step up, remain focused. I think there are planetary alignments that are not yet in place as well for you. There may be, at the time of doing this reading, there's a lot of retrograde energy. So it may be that things are just feeling like they're a bit delayed, they're just not happening. I sort of want to say, plug away at it this week. Just keep on going. Hold your vision, hold the dream, the bigger picture that you are desiring. It will come together. I just feel there's a sense of you feeling a bit like, why hasn't it happened? But it will. And the answer this week is just really nurture yourself, keep going, step up, make it happen, but steadily. I think you'll be surprised. Again, I think you'll be surprised this week if you move into a really solid mindset of, okay, so the universe has the upper hand, I am having to wait for something, but the way will be shown. I'm just going to trust that. So I'll step up and I'll keep going and I'll let things click into place. I'm going to nurture myself and my circumstances. I think you'll be surprised how much you can achieve in a week just from sort of shifting your perspective and your energy so that you're really, you're just aligned with your vision and trusting that the universe will illuminate every step of the way. You'll be surprised how fast I think things will move forwards and gather momentum. I think this week you'll be amazed at how much you can achieve just by sort of kind of like knuckling down and getting to it. That is your message. Those are your messages for the week, I feel. Pile 2, way to go. There's so much coming here with the star is such a confirmation of your longer term vision coming together. It is hard when the world is changing or it feels like, we're being blocked, but actually you're not being blocked. It is just that, as I said, you'll look back over this at some point in the future and the relatively near future, I think, and you'll look back and think, that's why that happened. And it will all make some sense. I just think at the moment you are sort of almost waiting to cross a bridge. You're waiting to get to something, but it requires, start to do things, plan, and take action. Take actions. If you think about, it's one of those small steps, lots and lots of small steps can build like a mountain. Lots of small actions build something big. And this is a week to just, get going, step up, start to take those first steps, start to make plans, start to, nurture and actually take some physical actions. And you'll be amazed at how things the energy will start to shift, and you will actually see, I think, a sense of, productivity or something actually beginning to come together. I think it will help by the end of the week. You'll begin to feel as though maybe the universe is backing you, whereas I think there's a sense of, will it ever happen? I'm still waiting here. So start taking physical actions, plan, put things in place, make it happen. If you're planning a wedding and you feel like you're never going to have the money to do it, don't worry about it. The universe has the upper hand, but start to plan, start to think about when is it going to happen? What are you going to do? How are you going to start to build the picture? And you'll be amazed at how things start to come together. This is like shifting from a mindset of, I'm really sitting and waiting and I don't quite know what to do, to kind of trusting and doing things, knowing that it's like being an active participant and working with the universe. Wow, pile 2. This is amazing. Do let me know in the comments what's happening. And thank you so much, all of you who are here, subscribed here. That really does help the channel here. And thank you all of you who are members as well. I just want to really, give a big sort of shout out to all my lovely Moon Magic members. Your donations really, really help me to keep putting free stuff into the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And You know who you are. You are so, it's a blessing to be connected with every single one of you. And members, I hope you are enjoying the extra stuff that I put into the members area for you. Beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you're new and you'd like to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading. Loads and loads of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Beautiful souls, I actually, just before I started your reading, I tried to look this up, this triangle with the circle and the line coming through it. And in this particular one, it's like the line is broken. And beyond the fact that it was used in Harry Potter, I couldn't see anywhere. I couldn't get a definitive meaning. I mean, obviously, it's Google, so, that's all I was looking for. So if any of you do know what it means, do please let me know. I suspect we'll be shown or given some idea of what this is symbolising within the reading. You have the card of sovereignty and Othilla. Othilla is a really powerful rune. It's a rune of inheritance. Sometimes it's about real property, but it's about gaining something, sometimes because we have to let go of something. But I actually feel the combination of your significator card and runes, and I will really lean into what I'm shown with this symbol here. I feel almost as if you are literally about to acquire something or step up into a position that was intended for you. A bit like an inheritance, but almost, it could be at a level of soul, but it could also literally be in a practical, pragmatic way, an inheritance. It's like something is due to come to you. It's like being honoured. It's like becoming, I don't know, it's like if you were born, let's say you were born to royalty, and then you rise to take your throne. Now, I don't mean that in an omnipotent way, but symbolically, it's like rising to take a position. And it does mean that you will leave a lot behind. And, that's not a negative by any means at all. May we kindly ask for the immediate message. Dismemberment. This came out, I believe it was in pile 1. So if this is, if pile 1 was resonating with you, do check it out. Okay, I think you are literally, and the dragon. Look at that. She's facing the fire-breathing dragon, and there's just, I feel like there isn't a problem, or there is a dragon. Dragon is guarding the cave. And we've got a dragon here as well. I think you're stepping up into, there's something that's yours to claim. Something that's yours to claim, to own, like an entitlement. That's what's coming through here. It's like the treasure in the cave is yours, but there's been a dragon in front of it. You have the wasteland, which is also like an underground energy. And then you have Old Woman of Dreams, the maker of visions. Oh my goodness me, that is a very, very, very powerful card. Do you know, I'm actually going to read to you about this because, yeah, I think I just would like to, because of the story that comes with it. So we are 14, here we go. Old Woman of Dreams. An old Scottish folk tale tells of an old woman and an old man who live in a cave high up in the, I think it's Coolin Mountains on the Isle of Skye. The couple are creators of all the dreams of the world. The Old Woman of Dreams has deep vision. She can see and understand everything that's happening in the world by looking into a dark pool in the cave. Let me just move this over so you can see the card. She uses this knowledge to create the substance out of which her husband crafts the dreams of the world. The two of them together, quite literally, dreaming the world into being. The story tells of a young girl who loses her way in misty weather and stays with the couple for a year and a day, helping them with their work. As a consequence, the girl comes to understand the importance of apprenticeship. She emerges from the old woman's tuition with the knowledge of how to interpret dreams, a skill that she later finds valuable in her husband's country, in which she in turn passes on to the people to the benefit of all. The Old Woman of Dreams card reminds us that we should always take time to apprentice ourselves to the knowledge of our dreams. Although many of our dreams don't make sense to us in a narrative context, nevertheless, the characters who populate them and the images which appear hold information that might be helpful to us along our path. Our dreams also reflect the wisdom of our inner self, the part of us that knows what's good for us even when our conscious mind does not. Okay, so really powerful energy. Now the wasteland is a card where we're feeling almost like quite barren. We've been laid to waste, dismemberment. Is a card of, things. I mean, it's actually a very beautiful, beautiful energy, because something has to almost shift and change, break down. I feel that you are, this really is, you are stepping up into something, like it is like an inheritance, and maybe you're going to need to learn some new skills, but it's something that is due to you, or something that, it could even be a hidden part of yourself. It's like stepping into your wholeness, stepping into your wisdom, your leadership, being able to assist others who perhaps have been through a difficult experience. Let's draw your tarot cards and find out more. You're coming into your own. I don't know whether this is to remind you of how powerful you are, of the fact that you are in a position. You're more powerful than you realize, maybe. You have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords. Excuse me. You have the Hierophant, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have 2 more. Oh my goodness me, you've got the Chariot and the Empress. Okay. Let's really lean into your cards. This is, everything in your reading is about stepping up into a position that you're meant to hold. Maybe you will literally carry dreams for others. It's like insight, vision, wisdom, your own sovereignty. You're stepping into your own sovereignty in some way, shape or form. I wonder if you get an idea with the Page of Swords. Or you've had to leave, I think you've had to leave something behind with Othilla, the separation. To step up. This would be like a situation, I'm trying to think of a situation to describe the energy, but it's a bit like, I mean, if you were, for example, you're working as part of a team, you get on really, really well with that team, and then you get promoted, you step up into a position of leadership, and suddenly now you are the manager of the people that you used to be a colleague with, and it's a big transition to make, but this is the role that you're meant to carry. You're moving into a position of leadership where people see you. You've got the Empress and the Emperor, where people see you as, I mean, you've got big cards here. Just look how many major arcana cards we have. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. This is all about stepping up into your own sovereignty, your own empowerment, your own magic. I'm curious though with the wasteland card and the dismemberment. Has something radical, were you literally pushed out in the cold? Did you feel pushed out and that pushing has pushed you into a place where you step up? Are you dealing with something? I don't know. I just feel like you're coming into your own here. I feel that this is, everything in your reading is about stepping up. It's interesting because the old woman of dreams is the maker of dreams. Wasteland is almost like the place where dreams go to die. It's like where we lose sight of our dreams. We've got the dragon and the cave here as well. Maybe you've had to face something. So your first message, the message you need to hear now, is about stepping up. It's about being your own hero or heroine. It's not being afraid of challenges, not being afraid of competition, stepping up, not down. Whatever the consequences, it's like not being worried about upsetting your colleagues and going for the promotion. It would be the equivalent of that. This is everything here is step up, not down. Let's get a bit more information and ask about the week ahead. May we kindly ask, because this is owning your own sovereignty, literally. Owning your own sovereignty, being your own hero, your own heroine. Standing tall, being proud, moving forwards, facing challenges. If you are facing a challenge, because it is interesting, it does feel like there is an energy of, we've got dismemberment, we've got dragon, we've got wasteland. It does feel like there is an energy of something that feels Five of Pentacles, like a lower vibration. But it's here to create a pathway for you to step up. Everything here is step up, not down. May we kindly ask, let's ask about that sort of the challenging energy. Is there something that we can know about the challenge? Are my pile threes facing a challenge? You've got the Four of Materials, which is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles asks, well, it's very interesting. You're on much more solid ground than you realise, okay? Whatever you're being asked to step up into, the Four of Pentacles does ask us to not stay in the safe zone. Yeah, this is like step up into, be what you want to see in the world. Step up, own your dreams. It's own your sovereignty, own your entitlement, own what you deserve. This isn't about other, if there is, I don't know, let's say you had, again, this is just a description of the energy, but let's say you had an amazing idea and you think, but everybody else has got the same idea, or there's loads of other people. Well, your idea, your product, your book, your whatever, your vision, that's yours. Yours will be different to everybody else's. Follow through. Step up. Believe in it. Almost feel like it's like believe in yourself and step up is your message. So don't stay in the safe zone. Be prepared to step up. If you want that dream, you're going to have to step up and really take an ownership of it. May we kindly ask about the week ahead? Could we be given an indication of how this is panning out in my pile threes world right now? You have the Five of Cups, the Five of Emotions. You've got lots of fives here. Five of Wands. So this is the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, I think I said it was the Five of Swords earlier, my apologies. It's the Five of Wands, but it is a stepping up card. You've got fives, so this is like a slightly more challenging energy. But you also have the Eight of Cups, so you've got Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, and then the Knight. Gosh, this is emotionally driven. Okay, so you're in a situation where there's strong emotions. very strong emotions. I think you need to step up, and for some of you, you do need to step up and walk away from something, but you're walking to something. It's letting go, but I think in many ways, it's letting go of any self-doubt. I love the Eight of Cups card. In a way, the Eight of Cups is a card where we leave something behind, but my goodness me, it's because we are walking to something. It's not like we're stuck in something. It's walking towards something that we want. It's choosing that desire. I feel as though the energy around you this week is all about stepping up, owning a dream, owning what you want, being prepared to go for it, stepping up, even in the face of competition. Recognizing that you are on solid ground. This is exiting the safe zone and definitely stepping up and going for it. And that's the energy around you this week. Maybe we kindly ask if there is, I don't know, can we see a little bit of where this is going, even maybe for my pile threes? Yeah, this is step up, not down. You have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Emotions. Wow. And you've got the Sun. Oh, my goodness me. This is beautiful. You have the Sun. Oh, wow. You are moving to bigger, bright, you're moving to big, bright horizons. The Empress and the Emperor. I mean, wow. If this is a new relationship and you're fearful that, if you're insecure, if you've experienced rejection, time to step into your own empowerment, let go of the fear of rejection and go for it. This is everything in your reading is stepping up. Whatever is around you at the moment, where you feel that maybe it's a competitive environment or that it takes you out of your comfort zone or you'd really like it, but remove all the buts. Everything in your reading pile 3 is about stepping up, not stepping down. It really, really is. Take an ownership of what you want. This is like giving you the thumbs up. It really, really is. Wow. I wonder, with this triangle and the line, and it's making me think of the elements, of fire, earth, the fire, earth, air, water, the elements coming through here. I feel like something can come together for you. Isn't it interesting? I'm sitting here and thinking, I have this yearning to know what this means. And maybe it is important for you just to believe in your dreams, to not have to know everything, just to believe in your dreams, to be prepared to step up, not down, and sort of trust that the purpose of everything will be shown. There'll be a purpose. Well, pile 3, this is a week of stepping up in no uncertain terms. Obviously, you have conscious free will and choice. No reading will ever tell you what to do, but wow. I am monumentally interested in what this means for you, so do please let me know. Beautiful souls, thank you all of you who comment, and thank you all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments, and to those of you also who are members. I really, really am hugely grateful for your extra donations, and thank you all for being here. Beautiful souls, don't forget to give me the thumbs up if this is resonating, and do please, as I said, keep me posted in the comments, and if you'd like to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon. Loads and loads of love.